Hey folks, so I wanted to do a bit of a thing on George Orwell's notes on nationalism, because for some reason I ended up carrying this around in my coat pocket, and so I always happen to have it on me, which is why this one's so well used. But I think there are some really important ideas in here that it might be worth going through, and so I figured now is as good a time as any for us to do it. So to begin with, we have to define what George Orwell means by nationalism, because it's not really a particularly well-defined term, and he is defining it in such a way as to distinguish it from other important terms that we'll come to slightly later. So he describes nationalism as an emotion that he's speaking to. It doesn't always attach itself to what is called a nation, or a single race or a geographical area. It can attach itself to a church or a class, or it may work in merely a negative sense against something or other without the need for any positive object of loyalty. This comes from a word that Byron used, called longueur, which is French for something, but apparently in English we don't have the word, although we have the thing in considerable profusion. And so Orwell's using the term nationalism because he can't think of anything that's more accurate. And so he's got two parts to the definition. By nationalism, I first mean the habit of assuming all human beings can be classified like insects, and whole blocks of millions or tens of millions of people can be confidently labelled good and bad, or bad even. But secondly, the habit of identifying oneself with a single nation or other unit, placing it beyond good or evil, and recognising no other duty than that of advancing its interests.
To watch the full video, please become a premium member at lotuseaters.com.